Just wanted to talk about the Cotto Mayweather boxing fight coming up on May 5th. I've been reading articles that was written by Dan Ambrose and Chris Williams, John McKenna. They all seem to agree that Mayweather's pretty much just going to walk all over Cotto. And in a way, you can't really blame him for thinking that, because, I mean, Mayweather's on the top of his game right now. I mean, the guy just doesn't like to lose, pretty much. I mean, just hands down, he beats everybody. He's beaten everybody. He's never lost. But what I don't understand is how anybody can dismiss the fact that Mayweather's not fighting Ortiz or a Marquez. Mayweather's fighting a future Hall of Famer who's a very well-disciplined boxer in Miguel Cotto. Somebody who can make a big fight out of this. Potentially even win the fight. I don't understand why everybody thinks that Cotto's a shot fighter. When did everybody... Say what? Because he lost to Margarito? Because Margarito cheated with the gloves? I mean, if you don't believe that, just look at the second fight. Pretty much the same fight. There were some differences, yes, but pretty much the same fight and a different result. Cotto was winning I had him winning every round. I don't know about everybody else, but I had him winning every round. And on the 10th round, the beginning of the 10th round, he gets up to, to keep going. Oh, well, it was in the later rounds that Margarito was going to go in there. He's going to defeat Cotto and all. He's going to get him in the late. No, he wasn't, man. Are you kidding me? And then what? Pacquiao, because he lost to Pacquiao. He's supposed to be a shot fighter because Pacquiao did beat the crap out of him. But let's think about it. Okay, it was at 145 pounds, and that really, to me, doesn't really make that much of a difference. But at that point in Cotto's career, he had this thing going on with his uncle, who was his trainer. He had to switch trainers. I mean, it really did seem like he just didn't want to, he didn't love the sport anymore. And then we also got to point to the fact, well, my opinion is that, how can you have a boxer who comes from such a low weight division, like, I don't know exactly, I think it's like a 100-pound division or something like that, gains 50 pounds to fight somebody at the super welterweight division, fights Antonio Margarito, who arguably has the best chin in boxing right now, and fractures his face. How can you do that? I mean, how can you do that and not take something? That's just what I don't understand, man. You know what I mean? And then goes up against Marquez and looks like shit. That don't make no sense. Oh, and he doesn't even want to take the Olympic-style drug testing up until the night of the fight. I mean, it's ironic that I say this, but pound for pound, that is the best way to maintain the integrity of the sport. And you're denying that? You're saying, no, you don't want to do that? Man, come on, man. Seriously? So if you take those two fights and Cotto lost, doesn't that say something? Doesn't that say that maybe, just maybe, the guy's still undefeated? I mean, Mayweather himself thinks it? Oh, but he's a shot fighter. You tell me, who has Mayweather fought that can defeat Miguel Cotto? You tell me that. Cotto fought Victoriano Sosa, and so did Mayweather. They both defeated him. Alright, way to go. They both fought DeMarcus Corley. It was a little bit of a hometown stoppage, but he was winning the fight. And he was on his way to win the fight, in my opinion. Zab Judah, Shane Mosley, they both fought him. You tell me who has Mayweather fought that can defeat Miguel Cotto? Who? A 34-year-old De La Hoya at 154 pounds? You really think that a 34-year-old De La Hoya could defeat a 31-year-old Miguel Cotto at 154 pounds? I don't think so. Who? Marquez? Or Ortiz? You tell me who has Mayweather fought that can defeat Miguel Cotto? That's the thing, man. It's like, I don't understand why everybody thinks that, oh, they're not even, like, thinking that Cotto is worth the challenge. Oh, he's too slow. What's the name? Tito Ortiz from MMA goes, oh, he's too slow. Oh, the speed factor is going to, get Cotto and all that. Yeah, okay, fine. Mayweather's faster. Mayweather is going to hit Cotto. I'm just being realistic about it. He's going to hit him. And Yeah, it's going to do some damage. It could even be the factor in the fight. Okay, fine. But what I do know also is that Cotto also is going to hit Mayweather. Because Cotto's not necessarily slow. He's not extremely fast, but he's not slow. I mean, and he does have a really good jab. I think that Mayweather, the style of fighter that Mayweather is it's a very complicated one. But he does have a weakness, in my opinion. And the way you expose that, it's a small window, very small window. All right, but the way you expose it is with a jab. Now, I don't know, what exactly the jab, like maybe if you hit him with a jab or whatnot, then that'll open him up for the body punch. I don't know. Or maybe if you hit him with the jab, it could be the left hook that he opens up. I don't know. But with a jab, I think that's the key to get in that window. I think if you have a really good jab, you can do it. And Cotto does have a good jab. Cotto's going to try to make a case with the jab. Whether or not it's effective, I don't know. I know that Mayweather likes to make adjustments throughout the fight. Mayweather's the kind of fighter that he likes to stretch his opponent out throughout 12 rounds. He doesn't come in thinking I'm going to knock him out in 6. He comes in thinking I'm going to win a unanimous decision in 12 rounds. And that's the right way to do it. But he's not fighting a young boxer here. He's fighting a very patient boxer in Miguel Cotto, a very well-disciplined boxer who also happens to be a future Hall of Famer, who also is a veteran in boxing. He knows this stuff, And they're fighting at 154 pounds. Okay, that may not be that big of a deal, but it's not Mayweather's division. That, I think, is going to play a little bit of a factor. Also, he is 35 years old. Well, he's not really slowing down, all this and that. Cotto's 31 years old, man. The youth goes to Cotto. Alright? The division goes to Cotto. The fact that they might fight with 8-ounce gloves, 10-ounce gloves, I don't know. But if they do fight in 8-ounce gloves, that advantage goes to Mayweather. Because Cotto does have a lot of scar tissue. I will give Mayweather that. But it's not going to be an easy fight. I wouldn't even be surprised if Cotto actually does win. I do know this. If there's one thing that I know for sure is this. Cotto will catch Mayweather with a left hook. I know that for a fact. Because Mayweather leaves himself open for that. He likes to attack at times with a left hook. Just no jab, no right cross, just comes in with a left hook. And when he does that, he leaves himself open. It don't matter who you are. If you throw a punch, you're going to leave yourself open. That's when he's going to get caught. Now, I do got to admit, Mayweather's chin is underrated. A lot of people, I've seen him get hit with punches that I'm just like, how the hell did he not get knocked out? I mean, the guy has gotten caught off balance and he has not gone down. I just don't get, it's like he has a strong chin, in my opinion. But he's going to get caught. He's at least one good time he's going to get caught. This is a better fight than what people think, man. So, I mean, I really don't have a prediction. It's the popular thing to say that Mayweather's going to win. But I'm not going to go with that because I really don't know. I mean, this could be the one fight that Mayweather's just going to have his hands full. I do think, though, that it is going to be a unanimous decision fight. And if Mayweather does win, it could be a split, or even I even go as far as to say that it could even be a controversial decision. I just don't think it's going to be a knockout on his part. If Cotto does win, it could be a unanimous decision, or knockout. But I don't see it being a really close win. I mean, it could be I don't see it being a split decision. I just don't see that. But I just don't understand how everybody could dismiss the fact that he's not anybody to be worried about. Pacquiao don't want to fight him at 150 because he knows. I see this being a really good fight. I wouldn't be surprised if Cotto comes out the victor on May 5th and disappoints everybody. I'm just gonna laugh about it. Anyway, peace.